Still on the configuration of storage space, so different types of racks can be installed to make the best possible use of available space, taking into account of the weight of a typical pallet. For instance, pallets of electronic goods will generally be lighter than pallets of tinned food. So warehouses can be automated as well. So they are trying to sneak in automation here. Need to be careful. Reducing the need for staff. So what is the implication of this? When a company is trying to automate all of its processes, reducing the need for staff, then there is a CSR responsibility that we need to be on the lookout for there, because they are supposed to also be a company that is looking out for people, producing jobs, creating a safe environment. So it has to be balanced. Automation has to be balanced with the responsibility towards creating employment and jobs for people. So in this place now, we can talk about robotics, because they mentioned it here. It is also possible to use robots to pick and carry goods. So robotics is coming in here, placing them in their assigned storage location, or preparing them for dispatch. This type of automation is frequently associated with the fulfillment of online sales. So when they are trying to fulfill online sales, they automate warehouses in this nature so that it can be fast. Dispatches might comprise a single item or a small number of different products picked from a large warehouse that stores many products. So many products require specialized facilities for handling and storage. So we need to take note of this. Many products require specialized facilities. So the nature of these stroke facilities is very important, because a lot of products requires specialized facilities for handling and storage. So when this stroke is taking on any handling and storage business or contract, they need to be careful to ensure that their facilities are well equipped and well configured in order to handle the nature of those specific products. So they have given us examples here. For example, liquid require tankers and storage tanks. Grain and other crops require their own equipment for collection and storage. So all of these things cost money. I feel like financing is going to be a key topic in this case study, financing. So we need to watch out for that as well. Different types of goods can also raise safety concerns. So we can see here they have told us different types of goods can raise. So the risk of handling goods are what they are trying to give us here. The risk involves safety concerns, and then having specialized facilities. Specialized facilities require financing, require a huge capital outlay to build them, to customize them, to be able to handle those kinds of products. Then you also have to consider the risk of safety, because some materials are inflammable or toxic and must be handled with care. Remember when we were talking about shared facilities, shared versus specialized resources, shared versus dedicated 3PL facilities. Remember, under the shared, they mentioned that clients, a warehouse could have areas set aside for different clients within the same building. Now think about it. If you have products that are toxic in the same building with products that are edible, what do you think will happen? So that's a risk. That's why it is very important for the storage to be properly configured, because you can take up contracts. You can take up contracts where you have to share the building with clients, or you can take up contracts where some storage facilities are specifically dedicated to some types of clients. So the configuration of the warehouse is very, very important in the success of of this company. But remember, we're still looking at the industry. So that is it about storage. Then we look at road transport. Road transport. Road vehicles account for most of the expenditure on transportation for logistical purposes. Look at the chart given to us here. Road comprises 76% of the expenditure on transportation for a logistical company. That's a lot. Sea transport takes about 13%, air takes about 6%, 5% takes about, rail takes about 5%, but road is taking about 76%. What is the implication of this? Already we can begin to think about the risk of emissions, the risk of road congestions. All of these things are the risk of having huge activities on the road on a daily basis, just because you want to move products from point A to point B.